All right, what's up, people? I'm live right now. All right, I got something I want to talk to y'all about. I know y'all see the title already. It's called False. But I want to talk about laws, statutes, and commandments and prophets is what I want to talk about. And if you had like laws, statutes, commandments, laws, statutes, and commandments, and laws of the Most High, health laws, and all that kind of stuff, and you got prophets, and you got if people had to pick had to pick and choose the ones that they will gravitate or hold to, you do the math on that. You tell me which one that you think people will gravitate to the fastest. You tell me the one you think people will gravitate to the fastest. Think about that. They're gonna gravitate to the prophets. They're not gonna gravitate to no commandments, laws, statutes, and statutes of the Most High. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna gravitate to that. They're gonna gravitate to the one that's dealing with prophets. Why? Because prophets can tell them something. Um, like everybody, think about poorness. Everybody wants to hear something. When you poor, when you ain't got nothing, when you ain't got no money, when you ain't got no income or nothing like that, then naturally, yeah, it's easy for you to gravitate a hold of something. You see what I'm saying? It's easy for you to gravitate towards something like that. If somebody gonna tell you, oh, you're gonna get you a big blessing within about a couple of weeks. You're gonna get blessed with this, and you're gonna get blessed with that. I'm gonna go inside with this hand because it's kind of a little bit too cold out here. That cat, they got a cat out there. He don't even run for me no more. Gray, he sit right over here. No, but he ran. I don't know, but I know one thing: he didn't run from it. He ain't run from it. But anyway, I had to come in here and finish the video because it's a little chill out there, and I can't sit out there that long like that. Let's see here. Although I'm not really into animals like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know that we ain't into animals like white folks are. But I'm just messing this video up, putting all kind of captures in here and everything. I ain't gonna talk about no cat in this video. But anyway, let me hold on. I'm just messing my video all up, not being professional. I had to bring me some extra light in here. All right, now I want to talk about this. I want to get down to the real this serious. You got, if you put up two signs, you got laws, statutes, and commandments, and ordinances and laws of the Most High God, and you got prophets. In your mind, which one you think people will gravitate to? If which one would have more weight held on? And be honest. And which one? Like, I'm giving you two options. You got one side that is written laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Obey these laws, follow them. You will live longer, eat right, do these, do that. If you got these over here, that's dealing with prophets, fortune tellers, wealth, all that kind of stuff. Be honest. In your mind, do you think that the average person, the vast majority of people, would go for the prophets that can foretell futures and events and what they think a prophet is? Or do you think most people are gonna say, nah, I don't want that? Following the commandments and the laws and statutes and ordinances or whatever of the Most High is more important than prophets foretelling futures and can foretell events. Which one do you think people will gravitate to the fastest? The commandments and the laws and statutes of the Most High, God? You do the math. That's right. They're going to gravitate to the ones that can foretell future events, profits, all that stuff. Why? Because why is that? Because you have a lot of people that's poor. A lot of us is poor, right? A lot of us want to hear something good. Let's just keep it real. A lot of us want to hear something good, right? We don't want to hear nothing about obedience, following the commandments of the Most High. If they don't speak according to the God's word, don't if they don't come strictly out the Bible, don't follow them. Be careful. Don't be deceived. I want you to live longer. How many people do you think, which one that they will gravitate to? The prophets or the first one I just said? The first one I just said. That's the one they're going to gravitate toward. It ain't nobody in this world, most of them now, is not trying to gravitate toward nothing that's dealing with no commandment keeping, eating right, eating a bunch of vegetables and fruits. You'll live longer. And following the commandments and the statutes and the laws of the Most High God. Nobody is trying to hear that because that's too plain. It's like somebody trying to serve you some food with nothing but vegetables, and it ain't got no salt in it. It ain't got no kind of taste to it. No nothing. You ain't got no kind of pork flavor. So it ain't nobody checking for the food that don't have a bunch of salt in it. Now you do the math. Tell me which one you think people will gravitate toward the most. That's right. They're going to gravitate toward the prophets, the name prophet. But do people really know what that means? They do, because they don't understand. They thinking that the ideal of a prophet is somebody that can foretell future events, like you're going to get a lot of money within about 21 days, less than 30 days. That's what they usually, when people hear the name prophet or whatever, usually that's what they think of. Most people, that's what people think. You see what I'm saying? Because we have been conditioned that way. As long as you telling me something good, then that's what I want. Just like Eve. Eve didn't go for the fruit that the Most High said, don't eat in the trees that is in the middle of the garden, don't touch it. But all the other fruits of the trees you can eat from. But the one in the middle, don't touch it. Obviously, the one in the middle, the one that he said don't touch, was the one that probably was most appealing and more attractive. It might have been more tasty, and they didn't want the one that he said, because the one that he said that they can eat from was probably the nastiest fruit ever. Probably it was a nasty route to go. So the average, now even though he put two human beings in the Garden of Eden, now think about that. I want y'all to really think about this video. Think about what I'm saying. When the Most High gave them told Adam and Eve is to choose life. Choose life, don't choose death. He told them to don't eat of the fruit of the tree which is in the middle. The one in the middle, he said don't touch. But he said the ones that all the other trees they can eat from. Which ones do you think the vast majority of the people went for? They went for the prophet, the one that tastes good. I'm just kind of making you think about it. See, everybody, they don't want the laws, statutes, and the commandments, obedience, and laws, and health laws, and following the commandments and the statutes of the Most High. They don't want those. They don't want that side. Why? Because it's too much like right. But if you tell them, oh, prophets, everybody gonna go. The average person, there'll be more weight on the prophet side than it would be if you had a scale to weigh them out. On the prophet side, on a righteous side, on following the statutes and the laws and the commandments of God, and following what He said do, obedient to the commandments. If you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. He didn't say if you want to enter into life, be a prophet or be this or be that. Prophet is somebody that actually speaks the words of God. That's simply what a prophet is. A prophet is somebody that speaks His word. A prophet is not somebody that what people think it is, predicting the future. That's not what that is. But the vast majority of the people gonna come on this video and they'll disagree with that in a heartbeat. Oh, I don't believe that. A man taught me the laws and statutes and the commandments of God. He taught me the laws and statutes and the commandments of the Most High, and he told me we supposed to be eating this, we supposed to be eating that, we ain't supposed to be eating all this, consuming these things, or we're gonna die. We'll die all quick. Oh boy, don't get caught. Don't believe that. But you come in there and tell them something about a prophet now, you'll see the difference. Where you at, baby? I want to meet him. Why you didn't get no number? You know why? Because everybody, think about it. You poor, you ain't got no food, you ain't got nothing in your house. So guess what? You're gonna be easily vulnerable to that. Let's just keep it real. We're gonna be like that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna gravitate to it. You ain't got no money, you ain't got no, hey, look, hey, come over here. Hey, bro, come here right quick. Guess what? You can make $700 right now within about less than an hour. What I be doing? Just rake these leaves, or just do this, or just do that. And they make a deal, make it sound good, even though if they lying to you, you're gonna go along with it at first. You're like, that sounds good. It make it don't sound like I make that less than an hour. Yeah, that's what people do, man. Remember what I'm saying. The commandments, the statutes, and the laws of the Most High God versus prophets. Which ones do you think people would gravitate to the fastest? That's right. Prophets. Because that name sounds good to them. Yeah. The vast majority of people will cater to that. And the way they'll justify it, well, prophet is next to God. Okay. That's what they do. Why? Because it's something it's good. It's good information. Who don't want to hear good information? Think about that. Who don't want to hear good information? I'm not gonna be able to finish this video, people. I'll come back to y'all a bit later. Peace and love to my people of color. I'm out.